call this meeting to order. Please begin the invocation, please.
Heavenly Father, please guide us today, giving us the wisdom to make good decisions on behalf of our constituents and our community. We thank you for all the rain and moisture we've been receiving. We have some good news today to our constituents and our community based on the moisture you've given us. In your name we pray and thank you. Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have roll call.
Commissioner Loudon.
Present.
Commissioner Lopez. Commissioner Walter.
Present.
Approval of the agenda, any changes, additions?
Yes. Item number K.
K.
It's having to do with the airport resolution. And I have 028, it should be 029.
Okay.
And I think that's all that I have.
We have a motion to approve the agenda as changed.
I will make a motion to approve the agenda.
Second?
Commissioner Lopez.
Yes.
Commissioner Walter.
Yes.
Commissioner Loudon.
Yes. Consideration of minutes, regular meeting minutes of August 21st, 28th, and 30th.
I reviewed minutes. I didn't see any changes needed to be made. I'll make a motion to approve.
All three?
All three.
Okay.
Very good job. I'll second that.
Thank you. Commissioner Walter.
Yes.
Commissioner Lopez.
Yes.
Commissioner Loudon.
Yes. Reading correspondence, commissioner committee reports. Which one do you want to start?
Well, with Luis, given the Karen share and the commodity, I did not know how much work that was. It was nonstop for a long time. The boxes get heavy, but I felt it ran pretty smooth. Wasn't there the prior months, so I don't know what it was like, but it seemed like it ran smooth and people were very cordial. From what I've heard in the past, and it's a good program. I hope it continues to keep going.
I concur. We both read that day and it was sore. Sweating bullets, assisting the locals. And I want to add that the demeanor this time was a lot better. We did have our local sheriff's departments on hand coming through. Thank you, Mr. Navarrete, for assisting us in that. And it went smoothly. Council of Governments were very happy with it, and they feel positive to keep it the same way we did it. This program will continue. Also had our Labor Day festivities this weekend. Attended both Sunday and Monday. Parade. Rave reviews for Mr. Bowman and the maintenance staff, and our Department of Corrections for all the facility upgrades and upkeeps and the painting. A lot of folks were very happy, and so thank you, Brandy, Mr. Dorenkamp, for having your men and staff assist in fixing and repairing. So a lot of applause for your efforts, and the community is very thankful to see the upgrades that we're having at our fairgrounds.
We got to do it. Say it.
Need some balloons?
Public comment, reports, letter from Phil Valdez, National Event Center. All you want.
Sending it to Mr. Valdez.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yes, it is, because he contacted me.
Okay.
So basically,
So it says, Dear Los Angeles County Commissioner, Phil Valdez reserve the event center at Los Angeles County Fairgrounds for September 22nd, 2018 for a wedding. He was planning on building a dance floor for the occasion. However, in doing so, and after attending the 4-H FFA dance at the facility, realized how much more diversified the event center would be if it had a portable dance floor. For this reason, he would like to request for the county to purchase and build a portable dance floor for the event center. It is felt that this added accessory would open up many opportunities for future events to be held at this location, i.e. quinceanera, weddings, public and private dances. And then he gives two options for the dance floor size and how much materials he'll need. It says, thank you in advance for considering this request and looking forward to hearing from you soon.
Now, I have a little conversation with Mr. Valdez. He approached me and asked me, and I said, well, you have to probably go ask him to do exactly what it is, and that's what he's done. But I believe we have a procedure that we have to take place on, unless it comes underneath the amount of dollars for the procurement process, which is recommended by our attorneys who are all agreed. I think this is something that we could probably talk to Mr. Bowman about. And do you have any comments, Kenny, regarding how to go forward with this, or any kind of pricing? No? He hasn't contacted you? So,
Do we have the docs?
yeah, that's the thing, we didn't have a promise, so,
Is he gonna build it, or, because it kind of
he
states
said
that.
he would build it. Said
He wants to build it, he wants us to pay for the materials.
But no,
The bidding process, and this has to be done by September 22nd, I'm guessing, for this wedding.
well, if the material's below 6,000, then we don't have to bid it out, because that's what our policy states. So if it-
Materials and labor, or just?
Well, I don't know,
materials?
that's, he doesn't really say in here that he's gonna charge us labor. So it doesn't really cost. Correct. Total cost is 6. So if it's below 6,000, then we don't need to bid it out.
My other question I have regarding building a dance floor, and if it was built by Joe or Phil or anybody else, it'd be a attorney question, is if it's not built to hold the weight and someone falls through and gets hurt, who's liable?
We are.
So that's the concern I have with this. I think further discussion needs to be made about this, possibly with our building inspector, to see what the parameters would be for the holding of the amount of weight, and how to probably build it correctly, or just bid it out for a professional operation to use. I think it would be a great asset. The more and more we can use that facilities, we're upgrading our fairground, would be a great asset to exactly have that facility available. And I think we have a master plan in place that we are working on, and I don't think that was included in it.
I mean, the dance floors that I've seen that are portable, and they just kind of sit right on the ground. I mean, you probably have to level a little bit so we do kind of like
And
that.
snap together.
And I don't think they would fall through. It's not like sitting on a table floor or something that they can fall through.
You got 200 people at work. And that's what it made me think.
But those that go together, I've seen them before in the sense, and if we're gonna do portable, they pick up and lay down quickly. Do you have any thoughts insurance-wise, Kim? I'm not putting you on the spot, you understand that?
I don't have any thoughts on insurance other than the floor you're talking about is what I would imagine that we should go with instead of something up on a riser so that we don't have that problem of something falling through. We also need to make sure that it is portable, movable, so. I think the 22nd is like right around the corner, so that's kind of cutting it short for Mr. Valdez.
Also, he did reschedule.
Age,
Brandon,
Randy Bowman with Los Angeles County Road Bridge. He did reschedule. He called to reschedule. He just hasn't called to set a date.
Oh, so the wedding isn't the 21st?
No, I believe it was scheduled for the 22nd, but he did call to reschedule.
Well, you got the
So
dance
it's
later.
He didn't give me a reason.
No, maybe people would think, yeah, you know.
You got cold feet.
Okay, so this isn't a drop dead date yet?
No, it's not. He said he would give me another date.
Okay,
Makes it much
so
easier.
what I'd recommend is having him contact Kenny and Paula, and we can put it on the next agenda, the price and costs and all that stuff.
This should go through Kenny, correct?
Kenny,
Can you come up with some ideas on that? What you think would work and how big and,
I'll get with Gary Bobby and we'll together.
okay.
The function that I've been at, where, people are dancing and more on the concrete.
Yeah, the 4-H had a dance there as well.
Yeah.
Got a lot of dance.
And now with the wedding, it's they move it further, gives us a little bit more of the slow in the process.
Okay, well, let's put that on the agenda for the next.
Where did they have to go to the next?
On the concrete.
Concrete, yeah, this weekend.
But, yeah, and the issue is, I know it went up, but when you have 100 people or 200 people and you put your tables on the concrete, and they gotta put it down, instead of sitting in the dirt, rather than get rid of it, put it on. That's what they don't want to be in the dirt.
Put it on the agenda. Kenny, get with Paula, get some options, and we'll put it on the next agenda. Okay. Old business, new business, consideration of letter of recommendation for Lisa Ortiz, Commissioner to attend Naval Academy. Come on.
My name is Liza Ortiz. I'm here today to ask for a letter of recommendation so I can apply to the Service Academy nomination to go to the U.S. Naval Academy, as I am now an official candidate. I am the 17-year-old daughter of Dion and Lori Ortiz, and I am a senior at Trinidad High School. I do many extracurricular activities, including the Trinidad Police Department Explorer Program, which I am a corporal. I am the secretary for the Key Club. I am a member of National Honor Society and Student Council, and I am a part of the soccer team. Now, you're probably wondering why I have chosen the Navy Academy. Well, because my father dedicated himself to the Navy. It sparked my interest at a young age. Before I made the decision to apply, we visited the academy, and there I fell in love with the traditions, customs, and unity that only the Navy can deliver. Now, as an official candidate, I have been invited by the Academy for a visit in mid-October. The other thing that sparked my interest was the fact that they based the degrees around engineering. And after years of learning my father's trade in construction and operating heavy equipment for him, I adored the aspect of learning how things worked and the math to change it or make it better. So in combining the courses of studies at the Naval Academy and my skill set with mechanics, it's only natural that I would want to work not only for the Navy, but on the Navy.
Well, this is a very worthy endeavor, and I guess, based on what we decide today here, if we decide to do that, I would like for you to give all of that pertinent information that may be needed to Paula, so that we can get every bit of aspect that we would need to put in that letter, so that we could do it.
And I have 3 packets here for each of you that contain my cover letter, resume, and the letter format.
So you're so far ahead of me.
I just have a question for you, and I know the answers, but I want the media to know. How difficult is it to receive, and how does the program work for you to be accepted with the thousands of people that are applicants?
So usually it starts with 16 applicants, and then you get chosen for a candidacy, which goes to 4,000. And then after I go to Senator and Congressman for the nomination that I'm asking for help with, and then it goes to 1,000. So it just gets slower and slower and slower.
But it starts at about 40,000 applicants.
Yes,
And now you're at the 16,000 point?
yes.
Congratulations, you're making the grade, you're moving forward in such a rapid advance in pursuit of the Naval Academy. Congratulations to you.
Do you have any other questions?
I'll just get your packets.
Okay.
Do I hear a motion? Yes.
If you could,
There is a timeline on this, when do we need to have this done by?
it should be.
It's in there, okay, I'm not even asking you more questions.
Well, thank you for having me today. Now, will you excuse me so I can head to school?
Yes.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Liza.
Thank you, and it's good to see our youth, you know, some of our youth going and succeeding in serving.
And don't forget the phone if that's yours, or somebody leaves their phone up there.
I've got a report.
Oh.
Consideration of diesel fuel bid. This is not on the press.
Good morning, Commissioners. Before you should be solicited, we solicited diesel fuel bids for approximately 1,700 gallons of diesel fuel to be delivered to the fairgrounds. Before you should be those results. They are Mountain Valley Oil, $2.409 per gallon. Standard price $17,344.80. Alpha Fuels, $2.575 per gallon, extended price $18,540. Acorn, $2.543 per gallon, extended price $18,309.60. I'd ask the board to approve the Mountain Valley's bid of $2.409 per gallon, extended price $17,344.80.
I have a question, Phil. I've seen this before.
Okay, all right.
Well, with that being said, I'll make a motion to approve Mountain Valley Oil for
Commissioner Lopez?
Yes.
Commissioner Walter?
yes.
Commissioner
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Consideration of annual ambulance application in Colorado. And do you have any?
I looked through the application, you have the inspection in there, they have the insurance, it looks complete as far as what I can tell, so I have the concern.
I think this is just an annual
Yeah.
deal we've been doing for years, so that being said, I make a motion to approve.
I will second that.
Commissioner Walter?
Yes.
Commissioner Lopez?
Yes.
Commissioner Mevo?
Yes.
This application as well, I've also included, the first thing I think in that packet is my investigative report on that. Everything has been completed as per requirements, and everything came back clear, so I have no concerns with approving this.
This is, for those. This, to Trinidad via Highway Legend.
I have with it, and this has been coming on before I got on in the office, to Gary Hill, I believe, or you were with the council members at that time. And when you have changing, you don't have, I didn't know we had the extra funds reserved until I talked to Chris before this study, so that's why it was stalled 2 years ago. The PDL study, Council of Governments will be heading this up, and this will be our portion to help to assist that. The total project will be $330 million plus after if they approve it.
Are we gonna have to contribute to any more than this? For budget reasons?
300.
I'm sorry.
300 more. Yeah.
300 or?
No, this is for the set.
Go ahead, throw me over.
I will, go to the Central Council of Governments. This was discussed at our meeting at the beginning of the year. That the county would not have, it wasn't budgeted for 2018 to to pay for a free event.
Is this something that they would really like us to budget for next year? Or
But we're giving them free rent, is that what you just said?
So,
we're only going to charge them $12.95?
well, 12.5. So I think this needs to be held at a further discussion, and I will contact with my next, I will talk to the board, with our next council members, and see what their, as a board, what their thoughts are as far as Los Angeles County contributing, or if they will allow us to continue just giving them the building, or do we need to renegotiate both these issues. So we'll go from there. So in the meantime,
$13,001 for the rest.
so now keep in mind, just to be the devil's advocate, Barcelona County, but I believe Barcelona County has the funds to assist in this. And I don't think it's quite that amount. It might be half of that, since their population base is 40-50% less, 60% less than ours. But I think it based on population, I'm not sure how they're paying it, but it will be addressed. So in the meantime, regarding the $13,000 invoice on this, I make a motion to table.
I'll second that.
Commissioner Mulder?
Yes.
Commissioner Lopez?
Yes.
Commissioner Mevo?
Yes. Discussion of fairground fees for Bible Rodeo Camp.
Well, my day, huh? We had the folks come a couple weeks ago from the Bible Rodeo Camp, and they addressed us. They want to come back. Our policy at the fairgrounds was to be revamped this past year, and back to our administrator issues that we've had. The issue has not been addressed. Working this through while we have not had our former fairground manager left. In my opinion, we need to address this after we make a decision based on an administrator position, and we move forward with it as soon as possible. I can't go ahead and justify, can't do this for this group at this point. I think we can get this done within a month. Sooner than later, if it takes that long, that way they can have an answer for them so they can start planning next year in all of our nonprofits. What we have to do what's good for one is good for all. And having said that, if you have any other comments?
If we have a different fee for nonprofits and for-profits, then we need to do it for all, but I think we need to review that.
And I talked to a bunch of folks that helped with the first policy a number of years ago. Some of them were willing to come and assist in helping set some policies based on their experience traveling with stuff, and rodeos. $25 for in a hall, you can't even, that's just ridiculously cheap. We can't even cover the toilet paper and the clean.
Yes.
Is in terms of payment, if you allow us to provide payment, is if the county is a subscriber to the system for award management, the SAM system. So that would be the question that I have for the board in addition to the system for management. So the way I'm, so whether you are,
Member of SAMs, yes, we are.
okay, that's the,
And that the county gets, we're already on SAMs.
okay,
So
that's perfect. Okay.
I guess the question I have, there's folks there that have animals there and stuff, does that affect them from going in and
Doing bird cycles will be working at night. So most of the day we'll be asleep inside the banquet hall.
and you're using your own generators, is that what I read in here?
All of our equipment.
On our power?
Nope.
inside of the event. And Brandy, we okay with this and the facilities are?
They are, on the setup day and the tear down day, I believe we did have the hall rented on those days, but on the tear down date and the, setup date, I believe we did have to use another part of the fairgrounds or the pavilion for that area on those days.
Could you come up? Do you have any concerns, anything?
They said they would put a document, who's gonna.
And do you look at this as an ongoing thing? Is this something that's going to annual, semi-annual, quarterly?
So probably annually, maybe semi-annually. This is actually a huge opportunity for us. A lot of our training, we try to get outside of the post when we can. And that facility is actually perfect because we can parcel it out as needed, use some structures, use all structures. So I think not only for our company, but our intent is to bring in the rest of our battalion and possibly the rest of the group to utilize this as a training site in the future. We just establish a baseline, and then ideally, after talking to our finance department, set up some sort of enduring contract with the county, just laying out kind of the standard operating procedure for how we would go about utilizing the facilities on an ongoing basis. I can't speak to the entire group, but I know that our battalion's intent is to continue to utilize this. It gives us training just as an offsite, but it also enables us to support training out of Pinyon Canyon a lot easier.
And would you have fire suppression on site?
We can provide that, yes. We'll have a 500-gallon water tank, and then we can bring out whatever the county requires.
That's our fire marshal. I'm glad you were here for this still before, because these rates will probably be increased once we revamp the fairgrounds policy for the future. So I know the price is in here. So when you relay this, whether they're approved or not, if you guys come, and then next year, what the heck? Well, you heard it first. So
yeah, that's no problem. So
policy is old, and
yeah, we can work with whatever we have to make it happen.
And why have you guys chose to come into town instead of doing versus Pinyon Canyon? Is it a fire issue?
It's
a logistics issue?
Without going into too much detail, because I actually can't. Our training is to be in and around non-military. That's kind of the goal of what our unit does. So it's just an added benefit to our guys to be in a non-military environment while we perform maintenance.
And is that why you're not in uniform today?
Yes, it is.
So it'll be non-uniform?
Yes, it will be non-uniform. It will be primarily rental vehicles. We will have a few military vehicles, but they're going to be inside the building, not outside. And there will always be guards on them if we're not actively using the equipment.
You're not ready.
Riveting control.
Controls are kind of like there, give us some free security.
He's like, oh, yeah.
All right, well, we appreciate any other questions.
I don't see any, Brandy, Kenny, anybody around any issues.
I'll second.
Commissioner Lopez?
Yes.
Commissioner Walter?
Yes.
Commissioner Gavin?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you for serving our country also.
Thank you.
Consideration of emergency management performance plan 2018. Explain.
Have any questions? This is just an annual grant that we put in for emergency management to help pay my salary. We've been doing this grant since I became emergency manager in 2012. And so this year they've approved us for 20,000, 10,000 each, 50-50 match. And the money can go toward my salary, towards, does finance, and I do the PMPG part of it.
Is there any equipment involved in this grant, or this is basically just for your time and effort?
Just time and efforts, and then we have to have exercises and attend several different meetings, and one of them is management conference, and there's other grants that are available where we get radio, and we get money for, our emergency operations center, but that's a different grant. And so it's for 2018, so they're kind of behind the ball here, they always, this seems to run late. I'm already applying for my 2019, which will last for a while. I want to get Paula involved in the CPG grant too, to get some of her salary reimbursed, since she does help me.
This is basically identical to the one.
Yes, they're, all they do is change the years and they change the amount if they give you more money, but this is the same amount we got last year.
It's a matter of just applying it.
Yes.
Going through the motions,
Basically, and I just need a signature, because then we'll send it back and get the state signature. So, once we send it in, the turnaround time is 45 days from the time we turn in our financials.
So they're basically paying off this 2018 and maybe the approval, is that correct?
Correct.
All that said, I'll make a motion to approve.
Thank you.
Second?
Commissioner Walter?
Yes.
Commissioner Lopez?
Yes.
Commissioner Cotton?
Yes. Thank you.
Good job, Kim. We'll get some more next time.
I asked for a lot, that's what I think it was.
Consideration to rescind resolution 05-022/airport.
I gave you a handout on the new one. Because I put one in the packet, but I got wording from our attorney, so I changed it. So
where is
it's
it?
one of the handouts that I gave you.
Okay.
Because I was thinking that we have to rescind the old one before we could get the new one in, but Pam was able to give me the wording to cover all that in one resolution.
You were just handing out the fire one.
Trying to get the,
Yeah, because we didn't, that's right, sorry. Rewind.
That's all right.
No,
It's Tuesday.
That's the one that I'm still doing research for Dixie, because she's thinking that there is still a contract out there, a branded fuel contract that I have not located yet. And so she has concerns, but then I think Christy has some concerns as well.
No, just from the email, she just has a lot of questions that we probably need to do. We can answer these questions for our attorney before we can even look at it.
Okay.
make the motion.
I think, it's been a while since we visited our contract with the fuel suppliers and the whole fuel system, and I'm almost positive it's Phillips 66 out of, they're either out of Denver or somewhere. And I think, I'm almost positive under that contract that they named the price. Because through that, I think that's the reason why we continued is, we did that and we did the upgrades to the fuel system at the same time.
Yeah, that's fall.
You know,
That's when early.
or spring, and I think we went with them because they got such a great price on fuel that, aircraft were landing there purposely just to refuel because they were getting a price on that. But I think once Paul finds everything, I think we'll find out, hopefully. But I think we're going to have to table this until we do some further research.
Could, since we've been unable to find a contract, is there any chance we could call Phillips 66 or whatever it is and
I've got the ability to just kind of embarrassing.
Table J and K. Is that okay? JK, okay. JK. JK.
Commissioner Lopez?
Yes.
I also gave you a handout on that.
This is the handout. Dean, maybe you can give us an update.
So, yeah, so basically this RFP, the way I understand it, if we approve the RFP, then it moves forward into getting an approved contract with the parent operator. Is that the way you kind of understand also?
This is the one that Dixie was working with at Weston on quite a bit, so I just talked with her on this. And so she said at this point, it is the only bid we received. They gave back, Roland gave back their notes on it. And based on that, she says if you guys are comfortable with the bid, then we go forward with Weston and start to put the contract together, earn out at that with them, and move forward with that. But it is the only bid we received.
I'd like to say I'm happy with this bid because it comes in estimates that we were planning on spending. What was the original amount? We were looking at 700,000.
And I think it was when they,
Only 200 years old.
if they don't find any unforeseen enough funding, we're thinking for the roof also. I think we're going to come within about 20 or 30,000 or so. And that's paying the project management company also. So,
And I want to say this, Commissioner Moultrie did an excellent job heading this. And we got in here and started on this project for us and for this community. This courthouse has been falling down for quite a number of years. And with your guidance through this whole project, getting us more money, we went to ask for the grants and getting the county more money than anticipated. We spearheaded this, and I want to publicly thank you and for this community because this village is finally starting to
great help also. So I'm really excited because, it's coming. I mean, it's literally falling in like every day. It's like, oh my goodness, and so.
But due to this fair camp, it could be a full house, so. So you guys can do it, so. Any comments?
No, I think, figure we get it done. You're fine with everything. I'm good with it.
Well, make a motion to approve.
I'll second
Commissioner Walter?
that. Yes.
Commissioner Lopez?
Yes.
Commissioner Lover?
Yes. Consideration of resolution 18-00, stage 1 fire restriction, and rescind resolution 18-019, stage 2 fire restriction.
That's the one I meant.
What's that?
That's the one I meant. But I changed the wording.
Good morning, Commissioners. Dr. Chairman. I just received a letter this morning from the chairman of the Fire Association, so I'll hand this out to you. It was supposed to be a meeting Friday, so I just got it today, so I'll go ahead and
Thank you.
Did you get a copy of this?
Did you get me a copy of this?
Yeah, take this and just give me a copy of it.
This is, we just got this one changed.
So basically, is this one? Is it the same thing? The resolution?
I used the fire restriction stage 1, and then
staff, they did ask that that wording be placed in. They had some concerns about the burning openly. I think in the stage one, if that was correct, and I haven't really gone over that, they said there was a pile burning, they'd have to have a permit or anything. That was the main concern that was brought up.
Brought up with that, yeah, the concern is that there's no ramifications for, if there's no fine. I mean, you go and say, hey, you're burning illegally,
Yeah, and that's what needs to be maybe looked at. I don't know if that's something the board can check into, give us some type of penalty so we can write, if they just flat out burn. Now, there's a statute we can use, but it
I
has to
think we
meet
discussed
some
that,
code. Yes.
if we adopt that, which we probably need to start looking at here before the end of the year, going forward for 2019. And that could be included in this, or, but we still have to set all this. I think Pam and Dixie's talked about this, but we probably need to start having this discussion as a board. But that can be implemented in that program, I believe it was. The issue that comes to mind for some of these things, and it's been discussed, regarding how to prosecute the case.
The way the city does it, I believe they just have.
It's the case, though.
Yeah, I don't really know a lot about it, but I think.
I had a citation a few years ago.
Issue to explore.
Yes.
It'll give us a little more leverage.
But that's for another day. But as far as this, during my invocation, that I was saying, we're thankful for the moisture we've had, and I'm glad we're able to come to the. I was at the fire chiefs meeting on Friday, and I was there for another presentation, but I left before they started having this discussion, so I wouldn't be able to vote on this today. I don't want to have any implications, whether having privy information on it. With the changes, I believe Pam has some changes. Could you state those that we need to?
Well, I guess the first question is are you going to add this language in that they have on here? Because it is not, there is a section
Right.
about burning vegetative waste, but it is not, doesn't have that whole piece in. If you want to add that in, which I think is a good idea.
Yes, that was what they would like to place in the new resolution, if that's possible.
It would just be added onto the tail end of
So-
the one.
And we, in the past, have left it up to our fire chiefs to give us guidance and fire marshal to help us insist that I am not a firefighter. These guys are. That's what they do. And this was unanimous.
It was of the members that were
Present.
present, there was one that showed up after, and my guess is that they're all okay with this. I know a few of them had some issue. There's been more rain in certain areas than others, but they were comfortable with that, with these added restrictions.
Has there been any fires with the rains that we've had and the lightning? I mean, you know, there's a lot of small ones we don't hear about.
Just very few. I know in Stonewall, I think he said there might have been a couple of lightning strikes, but nothing major. He has had hardly any
So
out
we're
there.
able to get out of control.
And fire chief has issued several permits. There's a lot of green areas. There's some that he hasn't due to the areas, but for the most part, those have all went well. He's been kept a good watch on him, is what I'm saying, with all the permits, and he sends me those who's burning, so if we get calls, and nothing's been hazardous out of that so far, so that's pretty much where we were at with that, and no other departments reported any other fires.
Well, I was there. There's a lot of chiefs. And for all the chiefs that have been wrong on one decision, usually that never works.
You mean all the chiefs?
Section number 1, that first letter A will actually be moved to number 4 at the end, because it's not going to be allowed in that way. Agricultural birds must have all of that will be added into it.
You got all that figured out, how you
Sure. Try it. You can make it here, she tells me.
two of you work on that a little bit for a few minutes if you want, so we'll get it right, and we'll go on and do the financial matters. And I'll do some- What's that? No, this is just financial matters. Now, I think I'm ready for you. We are ready for you.
Great.
Okay, so we have payroll. 31st is $157,093.85. We paid bills on August 22nd, for $14,474.01. Another came out of the order in 43.66 cents.
Right on. You know, this stuff, I go blind. I have issues.
Your motion.
Make a motion to approve?
Second?
Commissioner Lopez,
Yes.
Commissioner Walter,
Yes.
Commissioner Loudon,
Yes, excuse me.
Happy to all this.
Yeah, but I have a reason for it.
You ready for the?
Let's go ahead and do this, human services deal. Acting as capacity as for human services, consideration bill, second half August 2018.
Those are the ones that were done last Tuesday and Friday,
yes.
and I believe I reviewed and I
Thank
signed.
you all.
So I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Commissioner Walter,
Yes.
Commissioner Lopez,
Yes.
Commissioner Loudon.
Yes.
It doesn't win.
We will now consider going back to M, consideration resolution 18-30, stage 1 fire restriction, rescind resolution 18-019, stage 2 fire restriction. So you all got,
Are you good there? You want me to go ahead?
Yeah.
Okay.
you know, he probably someone should read the resolution.
Do you want to have it all?
S'mores.
My wife and kids. We do it every day.
Kids will be happy to get
Steve, did you write that article on the grant we got, today's paper? Nice job. Thank you.
Which one?
55.
Ready to give this a shot, I guess. A resolution of the Board of County Commissioners of Los Alamos County, Colorado establishes stage 1 fire ban within unincorporated Los Alamos County with specified allowances on open fires and pending allowances to require added fire suppression resources during fire mitigation and large-scale construction activities. Resolution number 18-030, whereas pursuant to CRS 30-14-401 and 5, the Los Alamos County Board of Commissioners has the general power and authority to adopt a resolution as deemed necessary for for the control of open fires and establish restrictions that may be necessary to protect the health, safety, and general welfare of the citizens of Los Animas County. And whereas due to successive years of drought conditions, Los Animas County is markedly susceptible to wildfire incidents which are prone to occur in such dry conditions. And whereas Los Animas County has experienced lower than normal seasonal precipitation during preceding months, which has increased the threat of fire danger. And whereas the Fire Behavior Research Department of U.S. Forest Service has declared that Los Animas County exists adjacent to and lies partially within an area presently classified to be at and above normal risk of significant fire potential. And whereas Acting County Sheriff Derek Navarrete, in his capacity as County Fire Warden, is authorized under provisions of CRS 30-10-512 and CRS 30-10-513 to assume forest and/or prairie fire management. And whereas changing fire conditions require that restrictions be established and implemented as to mitigate as much as possible the threat of fire to the citizens of Los Animas County. And whereas the Los Animas County Board of Commissioners believe that based on the Wildland Fire Outlook rating recently established by National Interagency Fire Center Predictive Services, it is necessary and prudent to establish Stage 1 fire ban with certain open fire allowances in an attempt to reduce the risk of forest and/or prairie fire to Los Animas County. Now therefore be it resolved by the Board of County Commissioners of Los Animas County that, number 1, Los Animas County hereby bans all open fires within Los Animas County, thereby establishing a formal Stage 1 fire ban with the following allowances. All permitted activities shall be diligently supervised and never left unattended. Letter A, 1A, campfires, warming fires, and charcoal fires in permanent fire rings with covering grates located within a developed commercial campground or picnic ground on public property. B, LP gas or liquid fueled stoves and appliances which allow the operator to turn the flame on and off. C, fireplaces within enclosed building which are equipped with adequate spark arresters. D, combustion engines, all-terrain vehicles, and/or chainsaws with adequate spark arresters, and all types of welders with a spotter, provided that the operator has with him, her, a pressurized chemical fire extinguisher of no less than 5 pounds of capacity, a size 0 or larger round-pointed shovel with an overall length of no less than 36 inches, and a container of water no less than 5 gallons. The use of combustion engines and chainsaws shall conclude by 4 p.m. each day, and the site where such equipment has been used shall be monitored for a minimum of 1 hour following the conclusion of use. Letter E, smoking of tobacco products in open, non-combustible areas of no less than 5 foot in radius and in conformance with other applicable laws, including Clean Indoor Air Act of 2006, and shall include proper disposal of all cigarette and cigarette butts. Letter F, burning of vegetative waste is permitted only upon the issuance of valid control burn permit issued by the Los Animas County Fire Warden or authorized fire protection district. Fire department agricultural burns must also have valid controlled burn permit from fire department or district having jurisdiction. By state statute definition, an agricultural burn is the burning of non-woody vegetation in irrigation ditches and/or cultivated fields by an agricultural producer. Burning conditions may vary in different areas of the county as current field conditions, fuel types, and amount of precipitation received is not uniform. No burning will be conducted on red flag or fire weather watch days as issued by the NOAA. Letter H, fire suppression activities undertaken by fire suppression agencies utilizing any or all types of fire controls to mitigate fire dangers and/or combat wildfires as determined prudent and necessary. That was G, sorry. Okay, H is any large-scale fire mitigation and construction-related project or any activity that will require the use of large equipment must have no less than 200 gallons of water available at the project site. And a range for fire suppression through that associated fire protection district or arrange for an on-site district-approved outside fire suppression source, private contractor. Subsection 2. The use of exploding targets is prohibited unless prior approval is obtained from Los Animas County Fire Warden and authorized fire protection district. Number 3, the use of cracker shells and screamers provided by the Department of Wildlife, DOW, for use on irrigated land is allowed with prior approval from Los Animas County Fire Warden or authorized fire protection district. All orders, resolutions, bylaws, or regulations of the county or parts thereof inconsistent with this resolution are hereby repealed to the extent of only such inconsistency. Upon motion made and seconded and affirmative vote, the resolution was adopted this 4th day of September 2018 by order of the Board of County Commissioners of Los Animas County, Colorado.
I would like to add one more minor change on the high school. Where it says the use of cracker shells and screamers provided by, that should probably be the Division of Parks and Wildlife. And will that make any difference?
No, we can make that change, just.
Tell me again, Ivan?
On 3, where it says Department of Wildlife, DOW should probably be the Division of Parks and Wildlife.
And they changed their name a couple years ago.
Yeah. So it's DPOW.
Okay.
I have a really picky thing on 2 and 3. The use of exploding targets is prohibited unless prior approval is obtained from Los Animas County Fire Warden or authorized fire protection district. Same way on number 3, from Los Animas County Fire Warden or authorized fire protection district. If you give it and the fire warden out there doesn't know it, he's going to be, you need to be working together.
Yeah, I wouldn't approve anything unless I counsel with them, the fire chiefs.
So could we change that to and instead of or?
Sure.
Are you okay with that? Then there's at least 2 of you that are.
Yeah, I always check with the chief of that area before I would do anything.
Should that also, just like in 1F, it says for fire department? Should that?
It says or authorized already, so.
You want that one changed as well?
I think it's.
Number F?
Or should it be, the Los Animas County Fire Warden and authorized fire protection district or fire department? Like in 1F?
Okay, just change and it should be sufficient.
And then add or fire department.
Yeah, the board can stand up fire departments, so long as you have 2.
I know you work together, but at some point I can see this becoming a problem. You're 50 years down the road when you retire, or somebody will say.
Yeah, I can see that. That's a good way to have that. We're on the same page.
It says and then
Number 2 and number 3.
authorized fire protection district or fire department.
This was a tough one for us to go to a stage 2, and it was because of all the particulars, and I'm glad we are doing our due diligence to come back out of it to the stage 1, that way those issues are resolved for, like I said, 50 years down the road. So If everyone is okay, I will make a motion to approve having a campfire night.
If you give permission.
It's gonna be in a contained box.
I just, I'll second that, but also if, for the media, if you guys can actually get, when Paul is done with all the additions and subtractions, you guys can actually maybe print this in the paper for the constituents to be able, the readers, followers to be able to read it, and that way they know exactly they have a copy, if you will, of the resolution.
We'll go on our website, Paula.
I just put the stage 2 on it, yes, I will, I will, as soon as we get it all signed and everything, we'll get it on. Is it run out how? Ready, set? Commissioner Moulton?
Yes.
Commissioner Lopez?
Yes.
Commissioner Loudon?
Yes. Thanks, Derek.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, appreciate it. Been a long summer.
Well, it went by fast, but it's been long.
Financial executive session, the board will meet in executive session under CRS 24-6-4024B, conferring with the county attorney for purposes of receiving legal advice on specific legal questions, and CRS 24-6-4024C, determining positions relative to matters that may be subject to negotiations, development strategy for negotiations, and wage reopener. CRS 24-6-4024F, personnel matters involving any specific employees who have requested a decision of this matter in open session. Any member of this body or an elected official or personnel policies that do not require the discussion of matters personal to a particular employee, administrative interviews. For your motion.
Make a motion to go into executive.
Second.
Roll.
Commissioner Lopez?
Yes.
Commissioner Moulton?
Yeah.
Commissioner Loudon?
Yes. With a 5-minute break.
And over.
You guys gonna vote afterwards?
I don't think so, but
Should I leave the big camera set up, just in case?
no, if it gets to that point, we will call you. How's that?
Okay.
All of you.
Okay.
Yeah, Bill,
Things go quicker
I've
than
got
that.
questions.
In an executive session, I can answer any questions.